Hair wash, a big question, isn't it? How many times should we wash? How often should we wash? How many times should we rinse? How do we use the shampoo? Should we use a conditioner? What about reverse hair wash? So many questions. I was very wanting to break it into many reels, but I really thought I'll make a detailed video because these questions have been asked so many times. So here's it. When you say washing your hair, what are you actually washing? It's the scalp, isn't it? When you say, oh my god, my hair is feeling very dirty, what is feeling dirty? It's usually the scalp and not the hair. A lot of us don't have really dirty hair because either you're indoors or you're in closed cars. Very rarely do you really go out in the field, which is dusty and flying dust that can actually soil your hair. It's the scalp we are talking about. So which is the kind of scalp that may want to be washed every day? The kind that's too oily, where you have dandruff, where you may be sweating a lot because you're working out every day, or you have a hairstyling habit where you're using a lot of gels or hair care creams. You may want to then wash your hair on an everyday basis. That's okay to do so. No, hair wash does not lead to hair fall. If there are loose hairs, they're going to fall anyway, so don't get really worried about that. And then which is the scalp which can be washed very leisurely, which means to say once in 2 days, once in 3 days, even once in a week is all right. The scalp which is dry, the scalp which is kind of sensitive, and a clean scalp, like I said. And if you have a lifestyle that doesn't make you sweat a lot, and you know your scalp doesn't accumulate dandruff or there is no dead cells, when you scratch it doesn't fill up in your nail, then you're fine. You could really wash your hair as less number of times in a week as you want it to be. Now, is there a concept of washing the scalp and shampooing the scalp and not shampooing the hair? There is. So if you think your scalp is really oily, and for those who are washing the scalp every day, and if you have a frizzy dry hair, which most of us have, like an oily scalp and a dry hair, then you end up washing the scalp and not washing the hair. Rather, shampooing the scalp and not shampooing the hair. Which means to say, take your shampoo on your wet scalp and just shampoo the scalp. Apply the conditioner in the meanwhile and then just rinse it off. So you have not really let the shampoo touch your hair, so the hair doesn't really dry up and frizz up. And then the other question that I usually get asked is, when I use an anti-dandruff shampoo, how do we work with it? My hair becomes really dry. So in that case, use your favorite shampoo first to wash your hair and scalp off. So that's your first rinse. In your second rinse, use your anti-dandruff shampoo only on the scalp. Apply the conditioner to your hair. So the anti-dandruff shampoo and the conditioner stays on your scalp and your hair respectively for 5 to 10 minutes. And then you rinse them out together so they've both done their job. That's the way you do it. And when you oil your hair, please don't rinse out twice and shampoo twice, because then there is no point. You're going to rip the hair off that oil completely. Also, it's natural oil. So please use light oils which needs only one shampoo, and just use one shampoo. That's enough in most conditions. Yeah, and conditioning after the shampoo is very important. Do not condition your scalp. That will cause a lot of build-up. So what you end up doing is use your conditioner, take your fingers and run it just along the hair, each individual hair till the tip, and leave it there for 5-10 minutes and then rinse it out. What about this new concept of reverse washing, which means you use the conditioner first and the shampoo later? Not a bad idea. You could do that. For a lot of people who have very dry hair, very frizzy hair, shampooing too often might make it really more frizzier. So you could end up conditioning first and then using the quick shampoo for your scalp later. So that's something that you can do. And post shampooing, post conditioning, when you towel dry your hair, using a few drops of oil or a leave-on conditioner is a great thing for those who shampooing and frequent washing makes the hair drier. Also, please look at the quality of the water in your tap. Is it dry water? Is it hard water? Is it desalinated water? Like in places, for example, in Dubai, hard water. Many cities in India, many cities abroad, London has hard water, right? So you should be very careful about what kind of water you're washing your hair with. That makes a huge difference to the way your scalp and hair behaves. So here it is. Happy washing.